Ladies and gentlemen, this guy here is a friend of mine from Brooklyn, the old Brooklyn, not this new Brooklyn, all the way from Bed-Stuy. Give it up for the one and only Maino. What? Yeah, Maino.
Yeah.
This is I hate intros with you because we're friends.
Why?
Because I don't want to introduce my
we
friend.
we really friends.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah. There's people here, so they have to cheer and clap.
Definitely. TV land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different channel, Maino. Now, this is what I like about you. I asked you to come on my show, and what's your thing is about hidden obsessions, passions. Yeah. We know you do the creative thing. We know you're getting into filmmaking.
Right.
You told me your hidden passion was what?
Crime shows all day long. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'll sit back and watch every show. I'm talking about a Fatal Vows, a Perfect Murder.
Kill Thy Neighbor.
Yeah,
Kill Thy Neighbor's good.
Yes, all of them. Like, it's white people kill different.
Yes.
White people kill different.
Are all those shows white?
Mostly, like, we talking like 90% of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like white people kill different, and I sit there and I watch the TV like this. Literally, it's like, damn, did you just kill your whole family?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, they kill for love,
right?
Over love. Like, it is very, very interesting, and it's back to back.
Yeah.
And I binge watch them, and when I'm on the road, I watch it on the road. Like, I'm just addicted.
You fly into a town.
I fly into a town.
You land
any
at,
city.
You go west, so you land a little early. You land at 11 a.m. Your show is at 2 a.m.
That's right. I got
You're
time.
in there watching all them shows.
Yeah. So Janet met Charlie, and they were in love. And I sit there and I watch it because it's interesting. I watch it from beginning to end because I said white people kill different.
Yeah. What's the different?
It's
type
different.
Of
like we, in the hood it's different. We kill over, drugs and.
Well, I've told people before, I've given people advice. They come like, I don't want to come to New York. It's scary. I said, there's only two ways to get in trouble in New York. If you mind your business, you'll be good. The reason how people get in trouble, especially in New York, is if you mess with someone's family or mess with someone's money.
Right, but the killing is different. It's like, it's with a gun maybe, a couple of feet away.
It's also usually very reactive.
It's very reactive. This is different. This is bludgeoning.
Yeah.
This is 78 knife wounds.
Have you figured out what the difference is and why they kill a different way? Like, is there something?
It's a lot of passion.
Okay.
It's a lot of passion. It's like, never leaving me, ever. It's like, and then it's like, the girls do it, right?
Yes.
Like, that's another thing. I'm like,
females.
Like, you could have just found a different boyfriend. Like, the girls do it. The
lock
girls
in.
they lock in.
Yeah.
They go after the new girlfriend, the wife, or whatever, and they kill up everything.
And they plan it too.
They plan it, but they always get caught. Then they got this other show, Disappeared. They never find
Yo,
the person.
Disappeared. I can't watch that show.
Because they never find the person.
There's no
end.
No
it's like,
end to that show.
It's like, what? Then it's like,
I don't watch that show.
Listen, man, it's different, man. Like, I'm like, some of these people don't want to be found.
Oh, you think some of them ran away?
Yeah, because one dude, like, they found blood, and the way that they knew that the blood dropped, it couldn't have been, it couldn't have been splattered because it wasn't splattered. Like, he put the drops there. He didn't want to be found.
Oh, he faked his own
I
thing.
think so.
So you watch the forensics part
Everything.
of this too?
I go in.
Are you researching anything for some reason?
Yeah, sometimes when it's a story that's like, oh, really? I'll go back and I'll Google the name. I'm like, really? This really happened?
Because it seems like a lot. Like, they don't seem to be running out of content.
Nah, they never. Never.
There's a lot of content of wives killing husbands.
One interesting story that I caught a couple of times is the story about this dude that was, I want to say, in Florida, Miami, something like that. He had won the lotto, right? And he had won the lotto, and he was buying all his family stuff, and he had all this stuff. And then, I think it was his girlfriend or his wife that he married. They plotted to kill him, and they killed him. They found him in his Cadillac truck. That was crazy. And they wasn't even white.
Oh. They weren't white?
They weren't white.
What were they?
They were maybe black.
Wow.
That was different.
Oh, so that was like an oddball.
That was oddball. That was oddball.
That was like M. Night Shyamalan
version. That was a 10%. Like, it's like, what? You doing white crimes, man.
How did you get into these shows?
I don't know, man. Like, I think like being on the road, right, and not having a lot to look at. You know, some cities, you know, the cable is, you know,
it's just basic cable, basically.
Cable. There's no BTs, no VH1, there's no videos. It's like, all right, cool. I watch a lot of news also. I watch a lot of CNN, a lot of world news.
I can't stand the news.
Yeah, but I like to watch it, right? Because I mean, Trump is hilarious to me, right? So I like to watch it, but I would start, you know, like going through the channels, and then I was just stumble on it, and like, damn, really? And I'm sitting there for hours, just like, oh, well,
they definitely. Once you watch one, you gotta watch 4.
Right, you got to.
They definitely keep you captivated, and then I like the way they do it because like one will end, and then there's no commercials. The next one just starts,
yeah.
So they keep you, and then once you hear the story, you're like, all right.
Yeah, and the way they narrate it is just so dramatic. Just so dramatic. It's just like Nancy.
You watch all these reenactment shows. First of all, do you like the acting in these shows? Because some of these I feel like these are actors that
I'm not looking at it for good acting. I'm following the stories. A lot of them is like a mystery. Who did it?
Right.
Like the perfect murder.
Right.
It's like you might not even know who did it till you get to the end.
Yeah, they drag you along.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
What about do you watch any shows like First 48?
First 48, yeah. I don't watch it as much as I used to, but yeah, I used to watch it a lot.
That's different than these type of shows.
That's different. That's more from the cops' perspective. So it's like, you know, but you get to learn a lot. A lot of snitching on there, definitely.
It's a lot of snitching.
A lot of snitching. I'm gonna tell you who did it. I ain't had nothing to do with it because I was up the block, and when JoJo came down here, he had a gun out, and I knew he was gonna do something because he was mad and he was bleeding from the mouth. I said, well, he bleeding from the mouth. What do you mean he was bleeding? Yeah, he was bleeding from the mouth because Timmy punched him earlier, and I knew he was coming back, and I knew it was something. So I ran in, and I just heard the shots. How many shots did you hear? It was about 14. You heard 14 shots? You could count them for me. Pow, pow, pow. Boop, 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 boop. Pow, pow. Pop, pop, pop. Like, damn.
Yo, if you ever notice on those shows, it seems like you could get anyone in the hood to snitch if you just give them like a can of soda and a bag of chips.
Because it'd be cold in there. That's another thing. Those rooms are cold.
I don't know. Go on. Go on.
It's cold. You in there like this. In your t-shirt
Are
like
they cold on purpose?
Purpose.
They want you to be uncomfortable?
Yeah. Yes, uncomfortable, tired.
Right.
Agitated, and they want to, you know, kind of throw your freedom in your face like that. Like, listen, man, you know, you could get out of here. You know, just tell us what happened.
Have you ever snitched?
Never.
Never snitched.
Never. Have you ever snitched?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
You have a problem snitching?
No problem whatsoever.
What is
you
snitching?
don't have to find
What is snitching to you?
right away.
What is snitching to you?
He did it.
That's it?
That guy did it. I snitched on you before.
You have?
I have. This is gonna sound awkward. I got detained once.
You got detained?
I had a warrant. I didn't know about it.
Okay.
And I never tell this story because I'm very embarrassed of how fast I snitched. And I had a car accident.
Right.
So when they ran my license for the car accident, the guy was like, "Yo, you got a warrant." I was like, "Warrant? I don't do anything."
Right.
He's like, "I gotta take you in." So he took me in, and they found out who I was. All of a sudden, there was like 4 cops in there taking pictures with me, everything. They know, "Oh, my daughter loves you." Da, da, da. And then all of a sudden, the cops start leaving the room, right? And then this one cop in a suit comes in.
Homicide, Joe Kinder.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, they say you're on the radio." I was like, "Oh, I used to be." They're like, "Yeah, you ever see anything?" And I was like, "Oh man!"
That's
he's
the
like,
stupidest question in the world, but they asked that.
Yeah, you ever seen anything? And I was like, "Nah." Like, what do you mean?
Driving up the street.
He's like, "You around a lot of guys. They carry guns." I was like, "Oh yeah, Maino always has a gun on him." Is that what you're looking for? Because I can tell you who has the guns. And I didn't know what he meant at first. I said, "Yeah, Maino always has. Every time I've ever seen him."
Every time.
Yeah, he has a gun. And the reason why I said that is because I know you don't.
Right.
But I just had to get the heat off of me.
Yeah, you had to just put it on somebody.
All right, so let me ask you about these shows. You watch them a lot. You must learn a lot. What is it that white people need to do these murders?
What is it they need?
Yeah, because you said they do them differently. I know what you would do.
Listen, I saw something the other day that a white lady killed her husband with eye drops.
Eye drops?
Yeah. It's a fact.
How's that?
Is a fact. The chemical that's in eye drops, right? There's a chemical in there that if you pour a lot of it in the food or whatever,
right,
or if you in a drink or whatever, it could kill somebody.
So she Breaking Baded him.
Yeah,
Breaking Baded him.
We
chemistry
talking
is dead.
Chemistry. Wow. That's the thing. We talking chemistry. We talking a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, it's different.
Is that an eye drop? You think that's the whitest murder weapon you ever heard of?
That is pretty much the whitest.
Okay, so we got white weapons. Give me Puerto Rican weapons. Puerto Rican murder weapons.
Anything in the kitchen. Anything. Like we talking sazon.
Oh, seasoning.
Seasoning, yeah.
Over season someone's food.
Seasoning with a knife, like
okay.
Some sazon, some adobo, like just
whatever.
Like, you know.
Are you saying the sazon or the adobo, which are Puerto Rican spices?
Yeah, throw it, hit your eyes.
Like a distraction.
And then come with the steak knife.
What about? You're an African American. What's black murder weapons?
Pipe, baseball bat, pistol, you know. Italian murder weapons, violin, string.
Italian and black murder weapons are similar?
No, only with guns.
Did you say violin string?
Yeah, you know, like the guitar string, you know. Because I like to watch the mob shows too.
Which ones of those you watch? What's the story on those?
Like everything. Like I love the story of Gotti. Right?
Yeah.
The whole story about how he, was so ambitious and he rose to power. He did something that he wasn't supposed to do, which he killed Castellano. He wasn't supposed to do that, but he did it and he owned it. And
this is what I don't understand about this though.
Right.
Everyone, all the hood people always look at Gotti as he did this crazy thing, but Castellano was really on some business shit and was legitimizing these crimes, these establishments into legitimate businesses, and he had a brain that was changing it.
But Gotti was a different breed. He was the old school in the fashion that he was a gun boy. So he was a gangster. He was a gangster's gangster. And one thing I respect about Gotti is that he was true to himself all the way to the end. See, whoever you are, you just need to be true to yourself. Whoever you are, whatever it is that you do, just be that. He was true. He didn't make no excuses for who he was. He went out the way he lived, and I respect that.
Maino, thank you so much for joining us, man. I really appreciate it.